So this week, Gen Z coined a new phrase geared towards millennials, and it's called choogy. I wanted to do a deep dive into what constitutes something as choogy. So basically, choogy is anyone who exudes girl boss energy. This font would be choogy. The pattern chevron, very choogy. Literally anything that says "but first coffee." Also, wooden signs are very choogy. If you wear Ugg boots, you might be a choug. Giant scarves that you can also use as a blanket. Choogy. Saying you want to hop on real quick. Yes Way Rose t-shirts. Very choogy. If you drink out of a glitter tumbler, you are a choug. Again, there's that font. I don't want to believe this one, but the show Friends is choogy. I stand with this one. Pumpkin spice lattes. Ugh, choug. Floppy hats that have writing on them. Choogy. Also, why did we do this in the first place? This one cracked me up because it made sense, but if you're obsessed with cruise ships, you are a big ol' choug. Last but certainly not least, the biggest choug of them all. Disney adults.
Things that are choug that should be added to this list. Square acrylics. Just cut your hand off. Choogy. Candy Crush. Choogy. Posing in your driver's seat with your Starbucks drink and having someone else take the picture. Choogy. Minions. Very choug. Currently owning a beta fish. Flush it. Choug life. I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. It's so choug, it's got a doctorate in chougology. Clubhouse. It's choogy now. Already expired. I said this like 2 months ago and everyone got pissed off, but guess what? I was right. What's new?
Well, why are you booing me? I'm right.
This is the first ever conservative entertainment news daily show. In today's episode, we're talking about Seth Rogen saying comedians shouldn't care about cancel culture. Chip and Joanna Gaines are taking a huge step to fight against this progressive ideology, celebrity snot rockets, and more. It's a 5-orange, juicy episode for the CUTEservative Cheugs and the non-CUTEservative Cheugs. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Seth Rogen went on Good Morning Britain and was asked about the relationship between comedians and cancel culture. He said comedians shouldn't complain about cancel culture and instead just accept that some jokes don't age well. What?
Guess what, Elmo?
Yeah, Mr. Seth just showed everyone the word again.
Oh, yeah.
He said, to me, when I see comedians complaining about this sort of thing, I don't understand what they're complaining about. If you've made a joke that's aged terribly, accept it. And if you don't think it's aged terribly, then say that.
You know how I know that you're gay?
How?
You have a rainbow bumper sticker on your car that says, "I love it when balls are in my face."
That's gay?
It's my favorite thing when celebrities complain about and condemn something that they've made crap tons of money from over the last several decades just to look morally superior and then say, oh, I'm better than this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in trouble? What?
I don't think comedians should have to accept that jokes don't age well, actually. I think everybody else should. If a joke works for a certain time and culture and then doesn't work 20 years later, then cool. We can recognize that and move on knowing that at the time they were just doing their freaking job. Making people laugh with jokes that at the time people thought were funny.
No, I won't, Ma. I'm gonna be a comedian.
When it comes to non-PC jokes in today's culture that SJW mobs don't like, screw them. Are they your audience? Did your actual audience and fans find it funny, or did it bomb? That should be how you decide what to do and not to joke about. When I do things, I care about what actual CUTEservatives think or will find entertaining, not trolls on Twitter, and I'm talking about trolls on the left and the right, either way. So they don't follow me in the first place, yet they're in my comments or DMs complaining. Don't care. You shouldn't either.
Oh man, this is the best party I've ever been to. Evening, everyone. I thought it would be very droll if we all sat down and looked at etchings.
99% of trolls like that do not understand my sense of humor or my heart like you guys do. I take into account what people think who I have a real relationship with, like you. I only take orders from the real leaders in charge, and I don't mean Seth Rogen. This is huge. Chip and Joanna Gaines said shiplap is choogy now.
Shiplap, a shiplap, a shiplap, a shiplap.
I'm just kidding, but they did say that critical race theory is...
Am I a hero? I really can't say, but yes.
Chip's sister Shannon Braun is running for the Grapevine Colleyville ISD School Board in Texas, and Chip and Joanna donated to her campaign. And guess what? Her whole platform is that she's against critical race theory in schools. She says critical race theory is the single most divisive threat in education, and that she will vote down anything and everything that further promotes critical race theory in our school district and actively work to remove all critical race theory.
And I fully support that, Warner. You know that, right?
Obviously, the argument could be made that regardless of her platform, Chip and Joanna maybe donated a little bit of money to be nice because she's family, or maybe they are against critical race theory taught in schools. I know this much. Chip and Joanna are in an interracial relationship. Shocker! Just kidding. No, obviously. So CRT, of course, would tell Joanna that she needs to stay far away from Chip because he's white. So I definitely think it would be weird for Chip and Joanna Gaines to support critical race theory.
That'd be too bad, I'd be so sad I might get mad, I'd call my dad, that'd be too bad.
That'd be too bad.
That'd be too bad.
There is a warrant out for Marilyn Manson's arrest in New Hampshire for blowing a snot rocket on someone.
You eat my boogers!
Oh, hey, Vic, wow.
Celebrities! They're just like us, right? This is all stemming, by the way, from a 2019 concert that Marilyn did with Rob Zombie. According to People magazine, a fellow concert goer said the assault occurred between him and a videographer. They said he was spitting everywhere, and at one time it got on her camera, so she wiped it off and looked semi-irritated. He noticed this and kept purposefully spitting on her camera. Think her final straw is he got on the floor, got within 2 to 3 feet of her, and hacked a giant snot rocket at her, not the camera. She was pissed off and disgusted, so she stormed off, and then he just laughed. Doesn't Marilyn know you can pick your friends? You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
That's a weird question. So
this playa is currently being accused of raping and torturing people, and now he's shooting boogers at people? I'm just shocked. He seemed like such a well-adjusted, pleasant man.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
Strange Netflix news. The streaming account tweeted that Lindsay Lohan will star in a new romantic comedy about a newly engaged and spoiled hotel heiress who finds herself in the care of a handsome blue-collar lodge owner and his precocious daughter after getting total amnesia in a skiing accident. First of all, this tweet is so weird. Like, did a human write it or a robot?
And I just want to assure you, I am not human, and I cannot feel pain.
Second of all, this sounds like it's just a ripoff of the movie Overboard with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
You know what your problem is, huh? You're so damn bored you gotta invent things to bitch about. You haven't got a single thing on this earth to do except for your hair.
Why did we have to give up? Why did we have to lose Mindhunter for this?
Physically, I wasn't impotent, but emotionally, I was.
All right, it's fine. Lindsay Lohan is queen. I'll give it a shot. I will watch Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen now to celebrate.
Goodbye, Broadway. Goodbye, any chance of becoming a famous actress.
Please, don't be such a drama queen.
This week was a huge week in pop culture history, so let's throw it back and see what happened with this week's Pop Culture Rewind. Star Wars! Right my Wookiee speak. Star Wars opened Memorial Day weekend of 1977 and became the biggest entertainment sensation in modern popular culture.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
He can go about his business.
You can go about your business.
Move along.
Move along. Move along.
This week in 1992, Jay Leno made his debut as the new host of The Tonight Show. When I was growing up and I was little, I would always ask my parents, is the guy with the moon face coming on? Because remember in his intro for his show, they had his face animated as a moon. Then, just 2 years later in 1994, the Arsenio Hall show came to an end on Fox. This week in 2005, Carrie Underwood won season 4 of American Idol on Fox.
The winner of American Idol
2005 is Carrie Underwood!
Then a few days later, soon-to-be college student Natalie Holloway disappeared while on a high school graduation trip to Aruba. If you know anything about this case, then you know that most people believe that a guy named Jordan Vandersloot had something to do with it. 5 years to the day after Natalie disappeared, Vandersloot murdered Stephanie Flores Ramirez in Peru.
Thousands of kids go on senior trips every summer, and they should. I mean, these kids are growing up.
Marcia Twitty is Natalie's aunt. She says nobody seemed to notice that when the friends left the nightclub, Natalie wasn't with them.
Everybody thought everybody had each other, because there's a bunch of them, a bunch. It wasn't, 20 or so. There's a whole bunch of kids. And they all kind of, went to bed that night.
It wasn't until people started waking up Monday morning, ready to return to Birmingham, that they realized she was missing.
This week in 2011, Oprah Winfrey hosted the final episode of her syndicated daytime show.
With the memories you're holding, will you be home?
And that's what happened this week in pop culture history. Ending on a little sad news, Samuel E. Wright, the voice actor who played Sebastian the Crab in The Little Mermaid, passed away. Bye-bye, little Sebastian.
Wrong Sebastian, Alex.
Subscribe to POPlitics on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can actually listen to episodes on the go, in your car, on your way to bury a body. I'm not judging. Tap the heart on this episode. Tell me what you think about what Seth Rogen said, if Chip and Joanna Gaines are conservative or not, and tell us one choogy thing that hasn't been called choogy yet. And then we all have to like the comment that has the best one, okay? Share this episode to your stories with a poll. Ask if your friends know what the word choogy means. Hit that save button too. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.